Hi, Weather Joey here with your bottom of the South Island weather recap and forecast and recap for Sunday, February 6th. A beautiful day in 2022 is the year. Here we are in the past. You're watching us in the future, going over the weather. Look over your records if you have some records, but just giving you a sense of what happens this time of year and what kind of weather patterns are, and just from our experience what's going on. Anyway, before we get started, I'd like to take this opportunity as always to thank and acknowledge the first peoples of this land, the First Nations from North Sanituk to Sooke and beyond, for allowing us to live, work and play on their beautiful traditional territories. And today was one of those special days. The sun was out, the first kind of real warmth on the face. We went for a nice hike out into Francis King Park, and nice enough that I worked up a little bit of a thirst. That's why I've got a beer here. So that's so nice. Nothing as far as really any buds or things going. A few buds kind of showing on the trees. We got some snowdrops. I've seen a few crocuses here and there, so it looks like it's starting to happen. First signs of spring are just starting to happen. So to go back over a little recap, we've been kind of since the end of January, we've had a major player down here, this high pressure down here that brought about the first fog inversion event at the end of January. As we talked about last forecast, we got into a little bit of showery, cool weather. As that backed away, we saw a front come through. And kind of a bit showery. So it was last Tuesday, Wednesday through Thursday. Sort of this northwesterly, westerly flow across the coast. Brought a few systems in. As we got into Friday, we were talking on the last forecast about a strong system coming through. Well, that system hit the north coast quite a bit, but it had petered out. And so it wasn't as strong as we thought it would be with wind and rain by the time it hit the south coast on Friday. And that's probably because we've had this high pressure. So as systems hit, high pressure tends to eat up those systems and take the moisture out of them and make them less severe. So after we got through that, we had nice high pressure building in from the west. I'm going to draw it this color. Oh, it could be a bit of both actually. It's kind of not a warm high pressure, but kind of a coolish high pressure. That built in for Saturday, and by Sunday it was well entrenched over us right now, and that's why we've got a beautiful sunny day today. Yesterday it was a little bit of sun for some people, but today it really sunshone nicely for us across the whole south coast. Now, that's going to continue to be the main player, this high pressure, and I'm going to draw it in orange as it's over top of us here, because it's going to bring about another fog inversion event later on this week. But before we get to that, we've got systems that are heading up into the Gulf of Alaska, kind of this way, threatening fronts, bringing some strong fronts towards Haida Gwaii and the central coast. The first one's going to hit later tonight and onto that coast throughout overnight into Monday. But by the time it gets to the south coast Monday, it'll be quite substantially weakened, and we're only expecting a few showers here and there. I gotta clear my throat here with another beer. Only expecting a few showers on Monday, tomorrow. Temperature-wise, kind of seasonal, nothing too special. And like I said, cloud and just a few showers. When that passes, where are we now? Monday, that's coming through. So over top, we got a bit of moisture coming through. Tuesday looks a little bit, let me just double check. Forgot, was Tuesday expect a Monday, Tuesday. Yes, okay. So a second front, yeah, that's what's happening. Another low coming up towards Tuesday. Another front coming in, hitting hard. And coming around to the south coast, again, not too much on Tuesday, probably just cloud, maybe a little bit of drizzle here and there. So again, these two systems affecting the central coast and Haida Gwaii quite a bit, but not the south coast by the time they get to it. And that's because, like I said, this high pressure. And this looks like it's going to rebuild quite nicely into Wednesday and on into Thursday and on into Friday and into the weekend. So it may not start off with fog, but eventually as it sets up over, we're going to have a fairly warm temperatures in the Alpine with the fog down below, and that's that typical fog inversion. So number 2 of the season so far. So this continues to be the dominant player. Where we go from there, I mean, that looks like it's going to carry into early next weekend, like Saturday. Where we go from there, we're not quite sure. It looks like that's going to break down, and we might start getting some flow, marine flow, milder marine flow in on the backside of that with some precipitation, maybe by Sunday next weekend as this high pressure backs away. But that's the way it's looking right now. So I'm trying to see, did I explain everything I could about that sort of stuff? Yeah, we'll get into more in seasonal details sort of thing and go over seasonal recaps. I've still got to update that. But yeah, just follow along as we go through the seasons here, showing you the different type of systems. This is a major type of system. This is the type of system that becomes a heat wave in the summertime. But in the winter, these show themselves as high temperatures or warmer temperatures in the Alpine, and cool, quite near zero sometimes, fog events down low. So it's quite interesting the way they change from winter to summer, and that seems to kind of happen, that switch happens in March, April. Anyway, if you remember last April, we had one of these systems. It was like an April heat wave in a sense. But anyway, I carry on, and maybe it's because I've had 2 sips of beer. But as always, may the forecast be with you, and I will see you again next week.